Obinna leaves me. Which where una dey take me to? I know say na that wicked queen said una come.
In the golden kingdom of Idwara, the sun always seemed to rise gently, as if it respected the land. This was because of King Obinna, a ruler loved not for his crown, but for his heart. King Obinna listened more than he spoke. He walked among farmers, ate with widows, and remembered the names of children who had no fathers. When drought struck, he sold palace gold to buy grain. When sickness came, he turned the royal hall into a healing house. The people said, "A king like this comes once in 100 lifetimes." But kindness, though powerful, is often blind to shadows. Queen Malika arrived like a blessing wrapped in beauty. She was stunning, her smile soft, her voice sweet like evening rain. She spoke of unity, wisdom, and loyalty. The court rejoiced when King Obinna chose her as his queen. But what no one knew was that Malika's beauty hid a heart hardened by envy. She had grown up watching kindness fail her family. In her world, power was the only protection. And now, as queen, she wanted more than love. She wanted control. At first, Malika worked quietly. She whispered doubts into the ears of the king. "The people love you too much," she would say softly. Love can turn to rebellion. She bribed palace guards. She turned ministers against one another. She convinced the king to imprison advisers who spoke too boldly. Slowly, the kingdom changed. Taxes rose, laughter faded, trust cracked. The people noticed, but they still believed in their king. "He is kind," they said. "He will see the truth." But the truth was already being buried. One night, a false accusation shook the palace. Queen Malika claimed that King Obinna was plotting against his own people to keep power forever. She presented forged letters, fake witnesses, and poisoned loyalty. The council, afraid and confused, turned against the very man who fed their children. King Obinna was arrested in silence. As he was led away, he did not shout. He did not curse. He only said, "May kindness outlive lies." The wicked queen smiled. Queen Malika crowned herself ruler. Her reign was swift and cruel. Public punishments returned. Food was hoarded. Fear replaced hope. Children stopped playing in the streets. Mothers whispered prayers at night. The people began to understand. They had lost not just a king, but their peace. Meanwhile, King Obinna sat in a dark cell, weak but unbroken. He still prayed for the kingdom that betrayed him. Hope returned from an unexpected place. A young palace servant named Chiamaka, who once received food from the king during famine, discovered the truth behind the forged letters. Risking her life, she carried proof to the elders of the land. At first, they refused to listen. But truth has a way of knocking louder each time. During a grand festival meant to celebrate Queen Malika's power, the elders interrupted. The forged letters were revealed. The bribed guards confessed. The lies collapsed like a rotten wall. The crowd turned. Queen Malika tried to run, but fear walks faster than guilt. She was stripped of power and exiled, condemned to live alone with the echoes of her own wickedness. King Obinna was freed. He returned thinner, older, but stronger in spirit. The people knelt in tears. But the king did not seek revenge. Instead, he rebuilt. He forgave. He listened. He ruled wiser than before. And the kingdom of Idwara flourished again, not because of fear, but because of love guided by wisdom. Kindness is strength, but it must be protected by wisdom. Power gained through wickedness never lasts. Truth may be delayed, but it is never defeated.